Hello everyone, hope we're all good. And so welcome to another overview video. Now in today's overview video, you're about to see my 1996 Honeywell 12-inch desk fan with a very big base. Now this is sort of a recent fan that I've got for my collection. So it was this month. Yeah, it was sort of recently that I got this Honeywell. So it was this month. It was back on the 4th of July. That on the evening of the 4th of July, I was coming here to my grandma's house to have some really lovely dinner. And as it was such a lovely, pleasant evening, so we were driving through the high street near my grandma's house. And in that high street, as a matter of fact, they've also got an Age UK charity shop there as well as the one in my hometown. So in my grandma's hometown, so basically here where her house is, in my grandma's hometown, well, it's sort of my hometown as well. In my grandma's hometown, they've also got an Age UK charity shop. So that evening, I was coming here. I was in my mum and dad's car. We were coming here for some lovely dinner, and we suddenly stopped in the car because I think there was a bit of traffic, or I can't remember. We just went past incredibly quick. No, I think we went past incredibly quick. So yeah, then as a matter of fact, as we drove past Age UK, I just happened to find this mid-1990s, roughly 1996, Honeywell 12-inch desk fan with the big base sat in the Age UK charity shop window. So sometimes they display stuff in their window. And this Honeywell just happened to be sat in the window. So yeah. So I thought, yeah, I might... Well, no, actually, no. I thought, yeah, afterwards. First I thought, oh, I might go and collect that tomorrow. That's what I meant. And then in the end I thought, yeah, I'll pop down to Age UK in the morning to go and collect it. So anyway, so the next morning, because sometimes I sleep over here, hence why I sometimes do a video in this room of filming which fan I'll use throughout the night. Apologies that I don't think I did it last night because I was really, really knackered. So anyways, yeah. So the next morning, I stayed here on the evening that I found this Honeywell. So the next morning, I got up, because as I said, I stayed here. I stayed over here the day, the sort of late afternoonish that I'd found this Honeywell sat in the Age UK charity shop. So I stayed here. Then in the morning, I got up relatively early and did all my stuff. I did all my stuff. I basically got ready because the next day, I was sort of going to be busy again. I was sort of going to be a busy day for me. So first I thought, oh, I'll pop down to Age UK tomorrow afternoon to go and collect this Honeywell. Then I thought, no, but I don't want to turn up in the afternoon and I find it's not there anymore, as if somebody's may have bought it. So then I changed my mind. I was going to go in the morning. I was going to go first thing in the morning, roughly around 9. So anyways, yeah. So that morning I just got ready super early, and and me and my granddad got in the car. We had to pop down to the post office first to collect something. So after the post office, again I did a little look in the post office, see if I could see in the post office, see if I could see any old fans. I did see one old fan. I did see one old fan. Not sure what the brand name would be. Probably another SMC type 9-inch desk fan from the 90s. And I found like what looked like a new wall fan on the wall. That's what else I found. And yeah, I thought, yeah, it's obvious they're theirs, and I obviously knew they were. So anyway, so then after when me and my granddad left the post office, we drove down, parked the car, waited for a few minutes because wanted to get there on time, wanted to wait for Age UK to open. So I wanted to wait for it to open. Then I thought, yeah, it's the right time, better go around the time that it would open. Anyway, so we walked out the car park that we parked in, crossed the road, walked onto the pavement, walked round the corner, and then after we passed one shop, we'd be right outside Age UK, and it'd already opened. So I thought, yep, it's perfect time. Now at first I thought, oh, please don't tell me someone's bought the Honeywell. I think I'd forgotten how close it was to the corner of the charity shop window. But no, then I saw it. I thought, no, it's still there. I better go in and get it. But straight away, I didn't collect it at the window. What I did was, I knew it was for sale because it had a price. It's still got it actually. It's still got the price sticker on the base, and it's got a pat test sticker on the plug. So I went in. I asked the lady at the counter, "Excuse me, is that fan in the window for sale?" That's what I asked her, and then she wasn't at the counter. She was just examining one of the shelves, checking everything was okay. So she heard me and she went to check. She didn't say she went to check, but she just went and checked. And so then she was a little bit odd, because the way she was odd was because she went to the front window where the fan was sat with some other stuff for sale. So she walked over to the window and started sort of walking up and down it. So first she went that way, then that way, and she was just looking all over the window on the inside. And I thought, oh, what on earth is she doing? That's what I thought. She was a little bit odd. And then finally she saw this, and then she said, "Oh, the electric fan." Then I thought, yes, the fan. So very bizarre story. So she took it out for me, passed it to me, gone to check that the till was turned on, because she walked back to the counter, and then she took it off me, paid it for me. I gave her because I had a £10 note, handed my £10 to her, because this fan costed £9.99. So it's £9.99, and it was possible it was going to be that at that price anyway. So yeah, so I gave her my £10, and then she asked me, "Do I want my receipt?" I said, "Yes, please." And so yeah, so that's basically what I did. So then I took it, walked out the shop carrying it, then back round the corner, across the road, back to the car. Because basically the car park that we parked in was literally round the corner from Age UK. So yeah, so that's what happened. So yeah, so I just put it in the car, took it home. Well, when I say took it home, I mean brought it back here. But as I was busy that day, I left it in the fan room. I left it on my work desk where I take dirty fans apart. So then I took it apart when I got back here a bit later in that day. I took it apart. Oh no, actually no, I did the new video of it, and then I tested it. Well, I tested it first before doing the new video of it. New fan is 2000. I think I put 2000s or 1990s. I can't remember. But yeah, so I just left it on the work table and I attended to it later. That's it. Then I cleaned it, did a video of it after being cleaned and serviced. I didn't do a full strip down on the motor housing because I couldn't get the other bit off. I just took the front cover to the motor off and I cleaned out best I could. But it's perfectly fine to run. It was quite dirty when I took it apart. Like the inside was all grim and horrible. And so, yeah. So I think that's the story done. We can have a little look around on it. So I do really like it. It's not actually that bad. It's pretty powerful. Here's the side for you. Here's the back for you. It's got not bad length of main cord. It's actually right. It's got a very, very good carry handle though, I must admit. And so yeah, so it's got ring fitting. Just down here, you undo that if you need to take it apart. At some point, when I start my videos of taking fans apart, I will have one on this Honeywell at some point. And so yeah, so the reason why it's got a big base is because it was more to be designed as a compact pedestal fan. That's why. So it's more to be designed as a compact pedestal fan. That's why it's got a big base. But you can use it as a desk fan as well. It just basically includes taking three, because I assume that it had 3 poles you could fit it with. It's only got one of the poles. The other 3 are missing. I assumed it all in total on the poles. I'm sure it had 4. But still, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't really. So I'll just show you. So you can actually remove the base. Like if you wanted it easier stored, if you wanted it easier, like easy access to store away in a cupboard. I'll just show you guys. So I'll just undo it. So like this, it just unswivels like that. Is it gonna suddenly? Yeah, it's gonna suddenly drop off on my leg. Sorry. Yeah. So now look at that. Yes, that looks all right. Yeah, before the before the base suddenly drops on my leg. not going to hurt my leg though. Here's the base, big round thing. Yes, it's still really grotty underneath. Yes, it's still really grotty underneath. Needs a bit of work still. It's got a couple of ratings. Well, no, really, it's just one rating sticker. So, if you sort of pause to read the rating sticker, if you like. It's got a date code as well. Date, yeah. 9611. No, that can't be right. I think it says 9611 for something else, I think. WDM, I don't know what that is. 20 or 38, that's written there. It's got QC pass as well. So the rating sticker just says Duracraft electric fan. Wait, hold on. Maybe that's why the lady that that was trying to look, well, no, not looking for it, but wondering what I was talking about when I said fan. Maybe that's why she said electric fan, because it says Duracraft electric fan, model DS1680E, sorry, 0, I mean, E, Honeywell, made in China, 220, 240 volts at 50 hertz, 50 watt motor this has got. Fair enough, because it's that type of fan if it's got 50 watts. So yeah, so look, £9.99. I have paid cheaper than that, but still, not bad. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to put the base back in. Hold on. Don't think I was tightening it the right way. No, I am, I think. Yeah, it's going back in. There we go, perfect. And the cord is sort of starting to come off the motor housing a bit. You know what, might as well take it all off because it's probably going to all come off. So anyway, so how to work it? It's got these on top. So it's got, sorry about this. So it's got this dial. It's the same dial as the Fisher-Price, because I thought this kind of looks similar to the Fisher-Price, and it's from the same year as the Fisher-Price, which is indeed 1996. So again, it's a bit like the Fisher-Price one, just have to push it down and turn it. Speed works in a slightly different order. So when you first operate it, when you first turn it on, it starts on high speed, medium speed and low speed, because it's kind of the reminiscent of the Honeywell. Sorry, this is the Honeywell. The one I'm talking about is the Fisher-Price. Sorry about that screaming, because I've got my windows open. It is currently 26 degrees when I last checked my weather forecast app. So you've got oscillating switch, a bit unusual. So still not bad. It's actually all right. So just tilt it down. Yeah, so quality on it is okay. Yeah, so quality on it is okay. Yeah, so yeah, quality on it, it's all right. And yeah, so basically it, the front grille and back grille, they're okay quality. The top, there's one top bit here that's a bit bent down, and there's the back grille lines here a bit bent in as well, same with the top one up here. So yeah, so we've got pat test. And I figured out that it actually came into the shop. Like, I figured out it came into the shop the day before I got it. Because I went to collect it on the 5th of July, and it came in 4th of the 7th, 24th, 4th of the 7th means July. Yeah. And so, yeah, so it's got appliance ID 2. Not what I'll put. I would have put fan. As a matter of fact, I have got one charity shop fine fan that's in the appliance ID appliance ID box on the practice sticker. It does actually have fan written in it, so obviously someone did that. And so, yeah, it's got an OK plug as well. Mains cord length is okay as well. Yeah, so it is so hot today. I can't remember if I mentioned. For 4 hours today. For 4 hours I've been using my in the fan room. I've been using my 1970s X-Blair Taurus T10 Brown. I've been using that for about 4 hours. Well, no, actually, that may have been 5 hours now I've been using it. And so, right, so I think that's all I wanted to say. It's not really a sort of a childhood fan. Yeah, I'd say more or less is. The Honeywell version of this and the Duracraft version of this, because Duracraft made a version of this as well. And I still remember when I first saw this, I thought, is it going to be a Honeywell or a Duracraft? But even if this one was the Duracraft version, would have I bought it still? Yep. So it would probably have been better if I bought it. And yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to say. It's, yeah, as I said, sort of a childhood fan. So, yeah, so I'm going to give it a few more cleans at some point, but apart from that, it really doesn't need anything else done. And so, yeah, so let's see it in action. Why not? Here we go.